Are you guys done? Need another minute?
One minute, please.
Okay.
Teacher, I finished.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. So let's check. There you go. Okay, so let's read the sentences together and try to understand a little bit of what they mean before we go to the next part. Number one, my level of English has helped me get into one of the top universities in the country. So here, the combination get into has the meaning of enter. So my level of English has helped me enter one of the top universities in the country. Get into one of the top universities in the country. Mateus Moreira, can you read sentence number 2, please?
Okay. I know it's hard to be the new kid in school, but I don't worry. I will show you. I will show you around and introduce you to some friends of mine.
Yes, thank you. So the combination show around, when you show someone around or you show something around, you're going to try to make the person meet everyone. Or let me try to explain this in a simpler way. Show you around. I'll show you everything. There, this is better. So imagine that someone is new to Marabá, and you say, look, I will show you around to the city. So you try to show everything to the person in the city, at least the most important parts of the city to the person, okay? So to show you around is literally to show the person everything. So imagine a circle of everything. Number 3, can you read please, Valerie?
Let me know when you are through with your homework so you can go out for dinner.
Yes. So here we have the combination of verb to be, so you are through. In this context, this idea here is to finish. So let me know when you're through with your homework. Let me know when you finish your homework so we can go out for dinner. And we can use this expression, meaning finish, to anything that I can start and finish. For example, let me know when you're through with the book. Let me know when you finish reading the book. Let me know when you're through with the movie. Let me know when you finish watching the movie. That's the idea of being through. Number 4, can you read please, Navish?
Okay. He looked through the window and saw that not one was there. So we went around the back of the house and got into the kitchen through the back door.
Yes. So in this, thank you. In this sentence here, the prepositions, they have a more literal meaning. So he looked through the window. So if there was a window, he was trying to see through the window. He was trying to look around the window. So he went around the back. So this literally means that he was in the front of the house and he went around the back of the house and got into the kitchen. Again, literal meaning. So he entered the kitchen, got into the kitchen. He entered the kitchen through the back door. Number 5, after this train goes into the tunnel, it takes over an hour to get through to the other side. Into is a literal meaning, so he entered the tunnel. To get through to the other side is to cross to the other side. Cross to other side. Number 6, can you read please, Mateus Moreira?
Okay. I can see through this fog, but I know there is like nearby. Let's take the path to the right and go around it.
Yes. Again, here we have a literal meaning. I can't see through this fog, so the person is trying to see, and the fog is in the way, so the person can't see through the fog. Let's take the path to the right and go around it. So literally means to go around the way. So the person is making a little turn on the way. Number 7, can you read please? Yes.
What is take the path to the right? What do you mean?
The path is the way.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's take the way to the right. This is left, this is right. Let's take the path to the right, the way to the right.
Okay.
Okay, number 7, can you read please, Valerie?
I read those letters through several times and found no indication that someone else had written it.
Yes. So here we have read and through, or read through, and it has the same idea, the similar idea of finishing something, or reading everything. It's the idea of reading everything. So I analyzed everything in the letter. I read everything in the letter a lot of times. I read Sue's letter through several times. I read everything, could find no indication that someone else had written it. Number 8, please, Navish.
Okay. We had to go through the gates into the store. We tried to go around it, but all the other branches were closed.
Yes. Again, through the crowd, we have a literal meaning. So these people had to cross the crowd to get into the store. Another literal meaning, so to enter the store. We tried to go around it, but all the other entrances were closed. Again, another literal meaning. So they were in the front of the store and they had to go around to the back of the store or to the side of the store and so on. Number 9, we went into the city and spent the whole afternoon shopping around. Again, this is entering the city. So we entered the city and spent the whole afternoon shopping around. Shopping around means shopping everywhere. So we went everywhere to shop. And number 10, I told you we should not have gone into the woods. Now we're lost. I bet we've been walking around in circles. Into, again, is the same meaning of entering. I told you we should have not entered the woods. Now we are lost. I bet we've been walking around in circles. And this literally means to walk around in circles is they are walking in this direction, always, always, and always in circle, okay? So these are all the combinations explained. Now we go to part number 2. Use through, into, or around to fill in the blanks. You will analyze the sentences here on number 1, and you will complete with the correct preposition to indicate circular or surrounding movement. This, of course, is around. When I want to indicate a movement that is circular or surrounding, I use around. To say in at one side and out at the other, to indicate movement inside, to talk about covering a specific area or a series of places, to say from beginning to end, to say we are accepted in a school, team, etc. So I'll give you some minutes, 2 minutes, to try to complete the sentences here with the correct preposition, and then we check. Okay, let's check. There you go. Number 1, we use around to indicate circular or surrounding movement. Number 2, we use through to say in at one side and out at the other. We use into to indicate movement inside. We use around to talk about covering a specific area or a series of places. We use through to say from beginning to end, and we use into to say we are accepted in a school, team, etc., etc. Those are the answers. Okay, for everybody, can I go to the next part?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, complete these questions and then use them to interview your partner. Where would you take a friend if you wanted to show them your neighborhood? So this is to indicate that the person wants to get to know the neighborhood. What preposition should we use here? To show the places in the neighborhood.
Around.
Around.
Very good. Where would you take a friend if you wanted to show them around your neighborhood? What did you have to go? what did you have to go to get to this point in the course? So the things that the person had to experience.
Through.
Yes. What did you have to go through? So what were the things that you had to experience to get to this point in the course? So to get to where you are right now in the course. Do you think it is difficult to get into college in your country? So is it difficult to get in the university in our country? Just to practice these parts here, I'll separate you guys in pairs. Oh no, we don't have pairs. Mateus Diniz is trying to connect, but he hasn't been able to connect since the beginning. So separate one of you, two of you in pairs. Let me separate here right now. And I can talk to one of you. Okay, so I'll put Mateus Moreira and Albert to talk, and then I will talk to Valerie. Go ahead, please. Okay, Valerie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so the boys are off. Wait, Mateus Moreira is still here. Just give me a minute to check if Mateus Moreira. Oh, no, now he's gone. Okay. So the boys are off talking about the questions, and you and I are going to discuss them as well. So where do you live? What is your neighborhood?
Where do you live?
Yes, where do you live? I live in Folha 28. Where do you live?
Okay, I live in Folha 21.
21? Okay.
Yes.
So where would you take a friend if you wanted to show them around Folha 21? So if you wanted to show your friend what Folha 21 is, where would you take them?
What? I not understood.
It's like this. If I wanted to show a friend around Folha 28, for the person to understand what is Folha 28, I will show them to the feira. I would take them to Feira da 28. I would take them to, technically the cemetery is not in Folha 28, but I think it's part of the story. So I would take them to the cemetery, and I would take them to Unifesp, which again, technically is not part of Folha 28, but I think it's also part of the story, okay? So the important points of your neighborhood.
Oh, okay. In my neighborhood, there are supermarket, drug shop, coffee shop, and how can I say pizzeria?
Pizza place.
Yes, and there are two pizza place in the park.
Okay, very good. What did you have to go through to get to this point in the course? So about your experiences in the English course, what do you think were the things that were important in your experience?
What is important for me?
Yes.
So I believe that it's penetration, that they're learning other language, and I had that learning the penetration because I have a difficult with English, and every day I try getting, how can I say absorb? Absorbing knowledge.
Okay, very good. Do you think it's difficult to get into college in your country? So do you think it's difficult to enter university in Brazil?
Yes, I think that is difficult because have the big, how can I say, desfavorecimento of the classes?
Ooh. Class unfavorables.
Yes, because there is the class and the favors.
Mhm.
And this is, I think that is difficult for a person that is studying in public school, because not have the, how can I say, benefits?
The benefits.
Yes, not have a benefit of good books, information with the technology for your learning, with the virtual classes for helping the students in the moment of often do the vestibular.
Okay, right. Yes, I agree with you. Okay, let's wait for the boys.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. Now we have something that you love, the preposition challenge.
I don't believe.
Yes, another preposition challenge. Okay, let's do this one like we did the last one. I'll give you some time to finish only the first box. So at numbers 1 through 9, you complete with on, in, off, for, with, to, or from. And then we correct this first box, and the other two boxes we do next class, because we're not going to have time today, okay? So I'll give you time. Let me know when you finish the first box, the blue box.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Teacher,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
what means get rid in the 90 question? Get it rich, get it right. I don't know.
Get rid
How I pronounce.
is to eliminate. I work very hard to eliminate my pronunciation mistakes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I done.
Okay.
Me too, teacher.
Okay, so let's check. There you go. So let's read together. Number 1, I don't believe in self-taught English. Some people say they have managed to do it, but I need a more organized environment like a school. Number 2, Naubish.
Let me congratulate you on your proficiency certification. It's a great achievement.
Okay. Number 3, Valerie. Valerie.
So, the modern word potential derives from the Latin word potentia, mean power.
Okay. Number 4, Moreira.
Middle English evolved from Old English with a lot of influence from Latin and French.
5, I fell in love with teaching right after I taught my first class. 6, Naubish.
I got disappointed in my first English class. I was working for more interaction with my other students, but the teacher never stopped.
7, Moreira.
During the activity, remember to listen for the answer to the first question at the end of the conversation.
8, Valerie. Valerie.
So, when I listen to a new song, I was trying to reading down the lyrics.
Okay. Number 9, I work very hard to get rid of my pronunciation mistakes. Okay, guys, very good. Thank you very much. I'll see you on Wednesday. We will finish doing this activity and correcting, and we will try to do the activity on page 87. So if you can, please finish that activity. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye. Bye.